Come here, man. This is my guy right here, man. Look, I just want to say, first of all, I don't know how you pulled it off, but thank you for being the first person to bring us back to arenas so we could do some shows for these people.
Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofy, and I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly.
Drake appears to be feeling some resentment towards J.Cole for not showing him any support during his conflict with Kendrick Lamar. This lack of support has led some fans to dub Cole as Judas, indicating a sense of betrayal. However, there's another perspective emerging among fans. They speculate that Cole may have realized Drake was using him merely to enhance his credibility in the hip-hop community, without any genuine regard for Cole himself. This interpretation is reinforced by a line in a Kendrick Lamar song where he refers to Drake as a colonizer, suggesting that Drake exploits others for his own gain rather than treating them as equals. This raises the question of whether Cole intentionally switched sides and betrayed Drake or simply opted to remain neutral in the situation to avoid being manipulated. The debate revolves around Cole's motives and his stance in the conflict between Drake and Kendrick, prompting a closer examination of his role in the ongoing feud. J.Cole's involvement in the ongoing saga between Kendrick Lamar and Drake began with their joint effort on the track First Person Shooter last year. In this song, Cole references the trio of prominent rappers, himself included, alongside Drake and Kendrick. He lyrically reflects on the dynamic between them, suggesting a camaraderie akin to the founding of a league, with playful banter about who among them is the hardest MC. The track's success soared, clinching the #1 spot on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. This marked a significant milestone for Cole, as it was his first song to achieve this feat, while for Drake it became his 13th chart topper, effectively tying him with Michael Jackson for the most #1 singles by a male solo artist. Initially, this collaboration appeared to solidify their bond in musical prowess, garnering widespread acclaim. However, amidst the subsequent rift between Drake and Kendrick, Cole's prior association with both artists raises intriguing questions about his stance and loyalties in the escalating feud.
That song charted #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, officially tying him to Michael Jackson's record for the male act with the most #1 records on the Billboard chart history. So they're at number 13.
Okay.
Well, they have 13 #1s on the Billboard Hot 100.
Kendrick Lamar's reaction to being grouped with Drake by J.Cole stems from Drake's long-standing animosity towards Kendrick. The friction between Drake and Kendrick intensified in 2013, following Kendrick's verse on Big Sean's track Control. In this verse, Kendrick called out several rappers, igniting what many perceived as a healthy competition in hip-hop. While most artists understood the competitive nature of Kendrick's verse, Drake took it personally. Feeling slighted, Drake began to subtly snub Kendrick in his own songs. This move indicated a shift from friendly rivalry to genuine tension between the two artists. Consequently, when J.Cole included Kendrick alongside Drake in their collaboration, it likely stirred discomfort for Kendrick due to the history of hostility from Drake's side. This context sheds light on Kendrick's reaction to being associated with Drake by Cole, highlighting the complex dynamics at play within the rap community.
The record, people still banging it, man. Where is Drake at with Control?
I'm probably like as done as like the rest of the world is with that record. Like I think it came and it went, you know what I mean? And not to discredit it, like it was a good moment, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it was like one of those sort of like fleeting like Twitter frenzies that like, it was cool for what it was, you know, and I'm just into making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, you know, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album in the summer or, you know, next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like, you know, all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it, nobody plays it. It's just like,
did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like that was kind of disrespectful, or did you feel like, our names were just kind of thrown in there, and it was.
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make. You know, he was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going to like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships and I'm going to like not do that. Because like, I'll be real, like I've thought of doing that before. I thought like, man, it would be crazy if I just went off on everybody, but it's just kind of like, where does it really get me? Then what? Then every time I rap, people are going to expect me to be confrontational, and when I'm not, then it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of puts you in a box a bit. So
I don't think that put Kendrick in a box.
I don't know if I necessarily respect it.
2 years after the release of Control, Drake's feelings towards Kendrick Lamar remained hurt, prompting him to collaborate with the Game on the track 100. They even shot the video for the song in Kendrick's hometown of Compton. In 100, Drake boldly asserts that he could easily win over all of Kendrick's fans if he decided to go the conscious rap route. Drake raps, "I would have all of your fans if I didn't go pop, and I stayed on some conscious-ish." However, Drake didn't stop there. Over the years, he continued to sneakily jab at Kendrick, both in his music and on social media. Earlier this year, Drake even posted a selfie wearing a shirt from Compton Community College, seemingly taunting Kendrick. It was only a matter of time before Kendrick decided he'd had enough. In his track Like That with Future and Metro Boomin, Kendrick directly addressed Drake and Cole, accusing them of sneak dissing. Kendrick also appeared to issue a warning to Cole and Drake, mentioning his bodyguards and hinting at potential consequences for their actions. This escalation in tensions between Kendrick, Drake, and Cole set the stage for the unfolding beef between them.
To making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album in the summer or next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it, nobody plays it. It's just like,
did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like that was kind of disrespectful, or did you feel like, our names were just kind of thrown in there, and it was.
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make. He was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going to like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships and I'm going to like not do that. Because like, I'll be real, like I've thought of doing that before. I thought like, man, it would be crazy if.
In Play It Safe, Kendrick Lamar draws a comparison between himself and the legendary musician Prince, noting that Prince outlived Michael Jackson. This reference ties back to Drake's line in First Person Shooter, where he boasts about being just one #1 song away from surpassing Michael Jackson's record. Kendrick counters by suggesting that longevity, as demonstrated by Prince, is more significant than simply achieving chart success. He then delves into the history of the feud between Prince and Michael Jackson, highlighting how Prince didn't shy away from taking jabs at Jackson whenever he had the chance. Kendrick even recalls Prince famously remarking that Jackson's album was only called Bad.